Hey guys, what's going on? It's Vic here, back with another Madden 23 rebuild. In today's episode, we're going to be rebuilding the Seattle Seahawks. And first things first, I just want to mention Geno Smith has balled out this year, but he's 31 years old in Madden, normal development. I cannot develop him. And the Seahawks already have a very high pick in the draft this year. So realistically, the Seahawks could go quarterback because they think to themselves, we could never pick this high again in a very long time. So I think I will be picking a QB here to replace Geno Smith. It's unfortunate as it is. Yeah, he is. He definitely is a good QB this year. Definitely did his job. Got the Seahawks to the playoffs. Didn't really do much after that in the postseason, but still, he did a very good job. Everyone thought the Seahawks were going to be probably the worst team in the NFL this league. So moving on, K9, great. Absolutely love him. I like him more. I don't know if I like him more than Brees Hall. It's very hard for me to decide, but I really like K9. We got Rashad Penny too. I don't think he's going to stay too long with K9 here. Tyler Lockett's probably going to eventually retire. Marquise Goodwin, DK Metcalf, Will Disley. Why is DK Metcalf a lower overall than Tyler Lockett, but Tyler Lockett has star dev, yet DK has X Factor? I want Noah Fant starting over Will Disley. I'm sure the CPU will auto start Will Disley anyways because it always does that. Looking at it on the offensive line, Abraham Lucas, dude, I'm giving him star development. Those guys in the comments want to cry. You can. I don't care. Abraham Lucas has had a great rookie year, and no one's talking about it. I hate that nobody talks about it. This dude is doing amazing. Charles Cross is as well. I don't know why he's only a 76 overall. He should be more like an 80. Damian Lewis, and then the interior offensive line with Gabe Jackson needs to be improved a little bit more. Defensively, though, Jordan Brooks, Jamal Adams, I kind of forgot about him, if I'm being honest, just because of his ACL tear at the beginning of the season. But when he is on the field, everyone says, oh, blitz boy, blitz boy. I don't care. Jamal Adams is a good safety. I mean, he's not as good as he used to be whenever he was on the Jets. Imagine the Jets defense with Jamal Adams and Sauce Gardner. That'd be crazy. Justin Coleman, who's just aging Shelby Harris. This entire D-line needs a revamp. Dewan Taylor. Is it Dewan Taylor? Darrell Taylor out of Tennessee. Uchenna Nwosu, who has been pretty good as well. I also switched this team into a 4-3, if you didn't already know. So I am going to move Uchenna Nwosu down to right end, so that way he can play off the edge a little bit better, and our defensive line can improve that way as well. So Jordan Brooks as well on the team, along with Quandre Diggs and Tariq Woolen. People are going to say that Tariq Woolen is better than Sauce Gardner. My personal opinion, Sauce Gardner is better. But if you want to talk in terms of draft capital, yeah, Tariq Woolen was the better pick. When did they get Tariq Woolen? Was he like a fourth round pick or something like that? He was definitely not a second. He was a fifth round pick. So in terms of value in the draft, Tariq Woolen was definitely more worth it. But still, I think Sauce Gardner was the better player. But Tariq Woolen has had an amazing season. Seahawks, they have very bright future if they can capitalize on the picks in the draft this year. So anyways, guys, it's now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3, second in the division behind the 7-0 San Francisco 49ers. And this is kind of how I see it looking next year. We have a breakout quarterback challenge for Geno Smith coming off a loss to the Chargers. Good thing for Geno Smith, I guess. But yeah, he's going to need to throw one or few interceptions and get 300 or more scrimmage yards. Maybe he can do that against the Giants. The defense is pretty good. Just draft class, I'm just going to keep the auto-generated rookies. Okay, we got some QBs up here. I like to see that. And they're all out of weird places. North Dakota State, we got another Trey Lance. Mississippi State, okay, that's fine. Really? There's no one else after that? Okay. So we may have to trade up in the draft, or maybe the Broncos will continue to suck in simulation. But actually, dang it, no, Russell Wilson's pretty bad in simulation. So scouting national focus. I am going to do QB just because I cannot develop Geno Smith. It's as simple as that for those guys that want to complain about it. I cannot develop him in Madden. If he has a good year, I'll give him a one-year deal. Poona Ford and Will Disley is on the trade block. I might trade away Will Disley. I just don't need him. Cody Barton, I do want back. I'll drop a 5-year deal on him, honestly. I'll keep him for the rest of the year. Geno Smith, I'm not going to pay him $30 million a year. It's as simple as that. And maybe I'll do it for 1 year, but nothing more. Rashad Penny, how much does he want? That's too much. That's too much for what he's asking. I have to drop this. And yeah, he's not going to re-sign with the team. I'll let him walk. Jason Myers, I'll let walk because I can just get someone else in free agency. Ryan Neal can walk. Yeah. Jonathan Abram, I didn't even know was here. Drew Lock. Yeah, everyone else here is just a no for me. And I think I'm going to trade away Will Disley. Yeah, I'm going to drop all these guys. Geno Smith, I'll find out later. And for some reason, Will Disley is on the trade block. Third round pick for Will Disley to the Raiders. That works for me. So anyways, guys, apart from that, let me see if Cody Barton is actually playing at his correct position. So now apart from that, guys, it's now time to move into the next week to see if Geno Smith actually does get his breakout QB challenge. If he does, that's cool. If he doesn't, it really doesn't matter. And we lost to the Giants. So did he get that? I highly doubt it. And okay, yeah, he lost the game, so I don't think he just gets it. Yeah, no dev upgrade for Geno Smith, unfortunately. Doesn't really matter, though, so it's now time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 7-10. Huge fall off in the season. Bottom of the division. At least we get a good pick for our quarterback coming off a loss to the Rams as they go 9-8. Makes no sense. Stats and awards, let's see what we got here. Geno Smith was terrible. 23rd best offense in the NFL and the 23rd best defense as well. Geno Smith, 4,300 yards, 30 touchdowns, 10 receptions. That's not even bad. It's just compared to the rest of the NFL, he wasn't good. K9 is 1,200 yards, 4.7 per carry, and 17 touchdowns. Great season. Noah Fant, 100 receptions, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 6 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Good season for him. Defensively, Jordan Brooks, 113 tackles, tackles for a loss, 11 for Uchenna Nwosu, sacks, 11 for Uchenna Nwosu, 9.5 for Darrell Taylor, interceptions, 5 for Tariq Woolen, and safeties, 0 defensive touchdowns is 0. So, anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to move in to, not the file staff, what the hell? I want to move in to the offseason if it ever lets me. And the Chiefs blow out the Eagles in the Super Bowl, which I can kind of see happening in real life, but Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP, Dak wins the league MVP. Yeah, that will never happen. And K9 wins the Rookie of the Year. Hell yeah, that's awesome to see. And he should have Superstar Dev because of that, because I know he at least came with Star Dev to begin with. So he has Superstar Dev, good stuff. Geno Smith gets nothing. Noah Fant gets Superstar Dev for having 100 receptions and a 1,000-yard season as a tight end. Tariq Woolen, Superstar Dev, that's sick. And Ryan Neal gets Star Dev. But he's 27 now. I was considering moving him to outside linebacker, but now that he's 27, I think I am just going to let him walk. And yeah, Shelby Harris has regressed. I do need DBs as well. Defense does need improvement. Quandre Diggs is good, but at the same time, Quandre Diggs is aging because of the Madden regression system. It doesn't matter if your QB wins league MVP 7 times in a row for the next 7 years. Doesn't matter. They'll regress because of their age, which is retarded. So let's see the retirements. We got the NFC West, I believe. No. We are the NFC West. I did AFC West, my bad. Andy Lee retires in the Cardinals. Don't care. And let's see the players ready to negotiate. Honestly, just Geno Smith didn't even have a good year. There's even no point to re-signing him. Rashad Penny can walk. Ryan Neal can walk. Jason Myers can walk. I can find a cheaper kicker. Everyone else here can walk. I do not care. And we have $75 million to spend. Let's move into free agency. Here we are after free agency. Got Tommy Townsend, Taylor Rappaway moved from strong safety to right outside linebacker, Tyler Bass on a cheap deal, and DJ Chark on a cheap deal as well. So it's now time to move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up best player available, defensive end, Jarius Armstrong out of Texas A&M with 93 strength. He's going to be great for our defensive line. With my other first round pick, I'm picking up another defensive end, Angelo Lindsay, and I know you guys say, oh, you have an Uchenna, so I'm going to move this guy into defensive tackle. He's 6'6", 301 pounds. He can easily slide in there with 93 strength. He's going to be a great piece for another great defensive line, really. In the second round, I'm finally picking up our QB, Matt Newberry out of Wisconsin. He has good throw power, 90 speed, very athletic. It's just there wasn't any good QBs in this draft, so unfortunately we are going to have to rock out with this guy. And with our other second-round pick, wide receiver DeJounte Green out of Washington State, 95 speed, 93 change of direction, extreme athlete, 5'11", 195 with hidden development. And in the third round, I'm picking up defensive tackle DeMonte Montague, I believe is how you pronounce that, out of Ole Miss. Dude, I'm balling on these picks right now. And this is the team after the draft. Newberry is a 70 overall. Nice stuff. I want to move Green above DJ Chark, even though I did pay DJ Chark. I didn't pay him that much. Specialist. Yeah, Green is going to be the slot for sure. And, yeah, offensively, yeah, this guy wasn't that good. I picked him up in the third round. Didn't seem to be all that amazing. DJ Dallas is the second string back for us. And defensively, was it Lindsay or Armstrong that was the 6'6" guy? It looks like, ooh, yeah, it was definitely going to be Lindsay, and Lindsay is going to move inside to the defensive tackle position as he is a 77 overall with the boost. He's going to be a great player for this team. Moving him inside to defensive tackle. Whenever you're 6'6", and then a 301, yeah, definitely want you there instead. And for some reason it didn't do that completely. Oh, Al Woods is over this guy. Yeah, I want this guy starting. Tariq Woolen, I definitely needed to pick up some DBs. Didn't really do much of that, so that's unfortunate. And yeah, this looks like I picked up a left outside linebacker that A coverage in the 4th round. A zone coverage. It looks like he's not even here, which is unfortunate. But Shelby Harris, can I just cut you? How much money do you take up on this team, by the way? You take up quite a bit, and you're a 2nd string. I'm not going to have you on the team. You're out of here. D-line is so young. It's going to have so much potential. I need more DBs. Linebacking core young. Oh, Cody Barton got star dev. Didn't even notice that. And offensively, Newberry. I picked up this Jones guy in the 6th round as well. He doesn't seem too bad either, but Newberry is going to be the quarterback for us, and I got to adjust this because the CPU auto-adjusted my roster, which is unfortunate. But yeah, anyways, guys, apart from that, it is now time to move in to the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 3-3 top the division, but that's really not that good as the rest of the division kind of sucks. So scouting, national focus. Do I go back-to-back quarterback? I don't know. I think I'll go DB this time and try to get a quarterback in free agency if there is one, if our quarterback doesn't prove to be well. But Mitchell Barnes out of Arkansas, Wake Forest QB here. Florida State defensive end. Let's go, baby. Boston College QB, UAB. I don't know what UAB is, if I'm being real. A lot of you guys will probably call me stupid in the comments, but I don't know what it is. And players ready to negotiate. Let's see who we have here. We have Jordan Brooks, who doesn't want to be here. Guess what? I don't care. You're staying here, a very player-friendly deal as he resigns. Uchenna Wuso, I would like back. Give him a 5-year, more like 4-year, up the money a little bit. And for some reason, that's not good enough. More years, more money doesn't sound good to him. Noah Fant, player-friendly deal, up the salary and the bonus more for him, and he resigns. Damian Lewis, I do want back as well. 5-year, up the salary for him, and he resigns. Passing out these contracts more than your girlfriend gets passed around. Gabe Jackson, Darrell Taylor can be off, and everyone else don't really care about. I'll get Uchenna Wuso later. Team is 3-3. Hopefully Newberry can lead us to a playoff run. Let's move into the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs going 12-5, top the division, coming off the win to the Cardinals, getting a 1st-round bye at 12-5. Our offensive points per game was 6. That's a good sign. Our rushing game was only 27. Defensive points per game was 17th. So I guess those young defensive linemen should do a little bit better. But oh my gosh, Matt Newberry is the QB of the future. Top 10 QB, 9th best offense in the NFL, 11th best defense, 5,100 yards, 36 touchdowns, 18 interceptions. Needs to fix that up. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception ratio is not the best. Kenneth Walker, very similar stats to last season, a little less average. Noah Fant, 112 receptions, 1,200 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's probably an X factor. Green with 9 touchdowns, 1,100 yards. Lockett, 1,000 yards, 6 TDs. And Metcalf, 10 touchdowns and 1,000 yards. Ooh, our new rookie receiver looking baller. And where DJ Chark had less receptions and less yards than DJ Dallas. Okay. Interesting. Defensively, Taylor Rapp, 123 tackles for a loss, 20 for Armstrong, the rookie. Sacks, 14 for Uchenna Wuso, 7 for Armstrong. Lindsey with 5.5 and 10 sacks. 10 tackles for a loss. 2 interceptions for Taylor Rapp, Jamal Adams, and abundance of other people. Safeties, 1 for Armstrong. Defensive touchdowns, 1 for Taylor Rapp, 1 for Tariq Woolen. Dude, Armstrong better get a development upgrade, and Uchenna Wuso, he probably should get one too. Uchenna Wuso got 14 sacks, but Armstrong should definitely get one. What do we got here for the divisional round? Can we beat the Atlanta Falcons, the Atlanta Chokers, to move on to the conference championship? We do. 28-21 here to face the Dallas Cowgirls in the conference championship, as they will never see that in their lifespan because Dak is terrible, but let's move into it. Here we are against the Dallas Cowboys, 3-0 starts, 7 for them. Come on, 10-7 as we take the lead. They tie it right back up and then take it from us 13-10, 13-17. Come on, 24-13. So, okay. Big run by K9 over there. 31-23, 34-23. That might be Raps. 34-31, and that will seal the game. As we're going to the Super Bowl, for the first time ever, a rookie quarterback is going to the Super Bowl. Brock Purdy could probably do it this year in real life. A rookie starting quarterback is going to the Super Bowl, so let's move into it. Here we are in the Super Bowl, here to face the 16-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Thank God we're not in the same conference. Let's see if there is any development upgrades. Newberry better have star. I'm giving this dude star. You can cry about it in the comments. The dude is a rookie, made it to the Super Bowl, had second most passing yards and ninth most passing touchdowns in the league as a rookie. Yeah, yeah, he's getting star dev whether you like it or not. Green, I'm really tempted to give this guy a superstar, but he didn't have double-digit touchdowns. Yeah, almost. I'm really tempted to give that dude superstar. He had a great season too. Noah Fant didn't get X Factor, which I'm a little bit upset about. Defensively, though, Armstrong has superstar. Did he get that or did he come with that? He should have got that. Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and he didn't get superstar with Defensive Rookie of the Year. He just had it to come with, and it looks like Lindsey is only a star dev. That's fine with me. We haven't figured out this guy's development upgrade, so that's interesting. Taylor Rapp gets superstar X Factor. Don't know why. Bryant gets star dev. That's sick to see. Kobe Bryant out of Cincinnati. Didn't even know who he was, if I'm being real, but it's great to see that he's getting some development upgrades. Probably gonna have to replace Quandre Diggs after this year. Love that Taylor Rapp is up to an X Factor. And yeah, dude, Newberry just needs to develop. Lockett's probably gonna retire if we win this or if we lose. Doesn't really matter. So let's move into the Super Bowl to see if we can beat the Kansas City Chiefs, as this is already a successful rebuild. Here we are against the Kansas City Chiefs. 7-0 start for us. 7-7 now. Offense makes it 14. Okay, now it's 14-14. This is going to be a high-powered offense game. 17-14 Chiefs first lead of the game. 20-14. Come on. 28-14. Not looking good now. Come on, offense. Newberry 21-28. Yeah, that's going to be it. Yeah, 21-35. Unfortunate. Rookie QB couldn't get done. It's Patrick Mahomes. What do you want me to do? They're 16-1, dude. They're like the Panthers, 2015 Panthers. What do you want me to do? I can't do anything about that. They're too goated, and we have a rookie QB. And he had 3 touchdowns as well. What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do against Patrick Mahomes? Let's move into the offseason. Patrick Mahomes wins back-to-back league MVPs. Dak Prescott wins another. Not league MVP. Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl MVP, and Dak wins back-to-back league MVPs. That's so stupid. Kareem Hunt is apparently on the Panthers now. Von Miller with the Bills. Carlos Douglas wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. Don't know how, whenever my quarterback was probably better. Al Woods retires. That's fine. Got an entire new defensive line anyways. And we got the players ready to negotiate with $103 million to spend in free agency. Uchenna Nwosu is a player that I do want back. Give him more salary, and he still wants to hit free agency. Okay, bye, Uchenna Nwosu. I'm not going to tag you. Maybe we can get someone better in free agency. So apart from that, guys, it is now time to move into it. Here we are after free agency as we got Nick Bosa, Trayvon Diggs, Cam Akers, Devin White. We balled out. The team is set. Newberry just needs to develop maybe some interior offensive linemen, and I might draft another DB in this draft, maybe a free safety to replace Quandre Diggs in the future. But anyways, guys, it's now time to move into the NFL draft. In the first round, I'm picking up Adam Barkley out of Washington, hidden development center, 310 pounds, 6'3", 90 strength. He's going to be good for our interior offensive line. In the second round, I'm picking up defensive back Trayvon Crothers out of SMU. I honestly don't know where that is. I'm probably stupid. 88 speed, 90 jumping, and 91 acceleration, 5'11", 201. This could be definitely free safety. F play recognition, unfortunately. B hit power, A catching, A press, block shedding, man coverage. Zone coverage is only a C, but I can definitely see this being our next free safety. In the third round, I'm picking up guard Sean Bradley out of Ohio State. Now I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft because this team really needs nothing else other than for Matt Newberry to develop. So let's move into the end of the draft. Here we are after the draft. The 2 interior offensive linemen that I picked up are both a 73 overall without the boost. Offensive line looks great. Cam Akers in the backfield, DJ Chark. Green, I do want to start over DJ Chark again because he was great. Actually, let's have DJ Chark be the 3. And then we're going to have Green start over DJ Chark in the slot. Crothers, I do want to move up as well. He's only a 67 overall in the slot. Devin White as a depth as well. And defensively, yeah, Devin White's going to be the depth behind Jordan Brooks. Still, he's a great piece to the team. Maybe it should be Cody Barton, but I'm not really going to bother to adjust it. And our defensive tackle is Superstar Dev. He just never got to play enough, so we didn't see it. Didn't even know that, but it's great to see that our defensive line is doing so good with Nick Bosa, 2 superstar defensive linemen that are both super young. Then we got Trayvon Diggs, Tariq Woolen, Bryant, and then, Crothers is a 68 overall free safety who I moved it there. So he is going to be behind Quandre Diggs as he is still kicking. So yeah, defense looks great. I would like the defensive line to develop a little bit better. Offensive line still needs to develop. Not a single 85 overall offensive lineman. It's kind of crazy. Newberry is only a 74 overall without the boost. But anyways, guys, apart from that, it's now time to move into the midseason mark. Here we are at the midseason mark as we are 4-3 second in the division behind the 5-1 San Francisco 49ers. So we have a new ability unlocked for Noah Fant. That's cool. Scouting national focus. Really, I just need my QB to develop. Current position is defensive back. I really don't need anything. I don't need receiver. Don't need defensive lineman. I guess I'm just going to go quarterback again just in case Newberry doesn't work out and I can't get one in free agency. So we're going to go to players ready to negotiate. See what we got here coming off a win to the Vikings. Quandre Diggs. I would like 2 more years, actually. I would be cool with him signing 2 more years. He's been pretty good for us. And everyone else here don't have an interest for. They can all walk. So apart from that, guys, it's now time to move in to the playoffs. Here we are in the playoffs, once again going 12-5 top of the division over the 10-7 San Francisco 49ers, but this time we do not get a first-round bye coming off a win to the Jets as we're facing the Niners in the first round. Stats and awards, Newberry. Great in passing touchdowns, that's what I care about, and great pass rating. 12th best offense in the NFL, 2nd best defense. Did Newberry even in contention? Yes, he's top 5 contention for MVP, so I'm not going to get a new quarterback. Yes, his passing yards are low, but touchdowns is what matters. This ratio is great, 38 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, nice completion percentage, and 4,300 yards. K9 with a great season, best one yet. 305 carries, 1,500 yards, 5.1 per carry, and 18 touchdowns. That might be an X factor. Tyler Lockett, he was a best receiver. I mean, good ball distribution. I guess we didn't really have that many yards, passing yards, I guess. But Green did not do bad. Where's DJ Chark? Yeah, Kenneth Walker had more receiving yards than DJ Chark, and our second string tight end did as well. That's a little unfortunate that I paid him, but still, I didn't really pay him that much. Taylor Rapp, 125 tackles for a loss. 28 for Nick Bosa. Oh my gosh, 23 sacks for Nick Bosa, 6.5. He just consumed all the sacks. No one else could get a chance. Interceptions, 3 for Taylor Rapp and 3 for Jamal Adams. Safeties on the team is 0. Defensive touchdowns is 0. So, let's see if we can beat the San Francisco 49ers to move on to the divisional round. This is already a successful rebuild because we've already made it to the Super Bowl. We do. 31-17. Can we beat the 13-4 Dallas Cowboys to move on to the conference championship? And we do. 31-17. Now, I'm not going to hop into this because I've already won the conference championship, but I will hop into the Super Bowl if we do make it. Can we beat the Detroit Lions to move on to the Super Bowl back-to-back years? We do not. 38-37. God, that must have come back down to a 2-point conversion or something. Chiefs and Lions. We would have had a Chiefs rematch if we won. But anyways, it's now time to move into the offseason. Chiefs crushed the Lions in the Super Bowl. It should have been us. Patrick Mahomes wins 3 Super Bowls in a row and 3 Super Bowl MVPs in a row. Josh Allen wins the league MVP. And the Lions' new coach, Lynn Wagner. And Nick Bosa wins Defensive Player of the Year. No surprise there. Let's see who the offensive upgrades are and the defensive upgrades are. This team really needs nothing. Matt Newberry is honestly pretty good. I don't understand why he shouldn't get superstar at this point. He was a top 5 MVP candidate. Bradley has superstar dev. That's sick, but Charles Cross is the only 85 player here. Lucas with the boost, I guess. K9, 99 overall superstar X factor. That is sick. Defensively, Crothers only has star dev. And yeah, that's about it. Wait, no, Jamal Adams is back up to an X factor, back in his prime days with the Jets. That is sick to see. And no players in the Seahawks retired since J.J. Watt was still in the league for an extra amount of time. So I don't need anything in free agency. Actually, let me see the players ready to negotiate really quickly so I don't miss out on anything. And yeah, I'm not going to miss out on anything. I don't need anything in free agency. Our QB is a top 5 MVP candidate. Let's move into the draft. In the first round, I'm picking up a tight end for depth out of Clemson, 6'6", 248. Just best player available. We don't need anything on this team. We just need to win. In the second round, I'm picking up this hidden development defensive end. Again, we don't need him. It's just more depth, I guess, because I'm just balling out in these drafts. I don't need these players. I just need them to develop. And it's crazy how I have 2 superstar two superstar defensive linemen that I drafted, and they're both just not good enough to even get to an 85 overall yet. And this is the team going into the 4th and final season. That tight end I picked up is a 73 overall, so that's cool, I guess. But again, we're really just not going to need him. Sure, I'll start DJ Chark this year. Defensively, Yeah, Sean Binns. I don't know who these guys. The CPU picked him up. Bowman, Walford. Did I pick up Walford? Was he the Louisville guy? Yeah, he was. Walford is a 73 overall. I did not select Binns. The CPU did, and the CPU also selected Bowman. This team is so stacked. I would honestly like to see it more and more into the future, but unfortunately, I can't because there's only 4 years in a rebuild. I mean, I could extend the video, but we already have a successful rebuild. I would like to do a 30-year rebuild with this team. That would be cool. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I would say that it is now time to move in to the playoffs for the fourth and final year. Here we are in the playoffs going 16-1, coming off a win to the Lions. Who did we lose to? I would like to know this. Just that one loss is going to trigger me forever. And I don't know, this is the wild card. Let's not go there, please. Who did we lose to? As you can see, there's no force. 35-0 blowout week 1. Oh my god. And of course, you know, the bye week's the only quote-unquote forced win. You don't really control it. And then right after the bye week, we lose the division rivals, the Niners. 16-19. We bounce back 38-0, continuing to blow out and shut out the Rams. We own them. The team did amazing this year. Matt Newberry is just balling out, dude. Who would have thought the 70 overall second-round pick would have just balled out this series? Better season than last season, probably. Best offense in the NFL. Best defense in the NFL. Where was Matt Newberry on the... Ooh. Mitchell Barnes. Raiders actually have a QB for themselves. And wow, Matt Newberry 10th after going 16-1. Kind of crazy. 4,500 yards, 34 touchdowns, 10 interceptions this time, but 72% completion percentage. Good stuff. K9, 16 touchdowns. Cam Akers with 12, 5.6 per carry, 1,700 yards. DK Metcalf, 1,000 yards. Noah Fant, 1,000 yards. Tyler Lockett, 1,000 yards. DJ Chark finally getting involved. And since he's involved, that means Green only gets 3 receptions and 27 yards. Looking at it defensively, Devin White, only 83 tackles. Really? Tackles for a loss, 15 for Nick Bosa. Sacks, 25.5 for Nick Bosa and 10.5 for Angelo Lindsay. 7 for DeMarco and 5.5 for Armstrong. Interceptions, 4 for Kobe Bryant. Safeties on the team is 1 for Armstrong. Defensive touchdowns is 1 for Trayvon Diggs. This team is balling out. 16-1. View playoff brackets. Chiefs #1 again. Yeah, the Chiefs have been the #1 seed for the past 4 years in a row. This entire simulation. Will they win all four Super Bowls in a row in this simulation? Can we beat the 9-8 Minnesota Vikings to move on to the conference championship? And we do. 42-24. Can we beat the Cowboys to move on to the Super Bowl to possibly face the Chiefs again? We do. We're here to face the Chiefs again. Patrick Mahomes wins 4 Super Bowls out in a row. It's just going to be the Tom Brady never-ending cycle. But anyways, offensive upgrades, we look the same. White has a superstar dev, crazy pickup by me. Bowman's star dev. I haven't seen Walford's development. It looks like everybody else is the same. I'm honestly running out of recording time. I can only record an hour at a time, so let's just quickly hop into this game to see if we can beat the Chiefs. Let's move into it. Here we are in Atlanta, 7-0 start, 14-0 start for the Chiefs. We strike back, they strike right back. Come on. 27-7. Come on, guys. Let's lead this comeback. 14-27 at half. 21-27. Come on. 3-score lead comeback. Let's see it. Come on. 28-35. Hold them. That's game. Oh, my God. We're going to lose to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs are going to win 4 Super Bowls in a row. I got to see. Is Patrick Mahomes a 4-time in a row Super Bowl champion and a 4-time in a row Super Bowl MVP? Dude. I mean, it's still a successful rebuild because all we have to do to make it a successful rebuild is just make it to the Super Bowl. That's my rules. Some people want me to win it, but I can't always win him, dude. It's just, Patrick Mahomes wins the Super Bowl 4 times in a row and the Super Bowl MVP 4 times in a row. We win Coach of the Year. Dude, that's so annoying. I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl twice and lost to the Chiefs twice. That's so frustrating. But this was a really sick team. This was one of my favorite rebuilds in a long time. I really enjoyed this rebuild, especially just trading out the QBs and that second round pick QB ended up being very good with Matt Newberry. But anyways, guys, apart from that, I thank you guys all for watching. Let me know which team you'd like me to rebuild down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.